Okay, I'm gonna forewarn. There it is. Look at that. We don't even get started. The new webcam is gonna go, so you won't see this. But definitely for today's show, the webcast, I apologize in advance. No matter what I do, if I sit still, if I move, it doesn't matter. The webcam cannot catch on to what is happening, and it goes out of focus. It does all kinds of crazy things. So my apologies in advance for that. But nonetheless, I guess it just lends itself to the atmosphere here on Friday the 13th. If you believe in that kind of spooky stuff, I don't. But we certainly are haunted by this webcam, and I'm looking at it right now, and I don't like it. It's not you, audience. It's the webcam. So be on the lookout for that. Welcome to the Manufactured Home Show. Sorry about that. It is Friday the 13th, May the 13th, 2011. Let's get right to some headlines today. Certainly a lot happening again. The big news this morning is obviously the Taliban has struck back in Pakistan. So get this from this morning's Today Show. NBC is reporting about 80 people they're reporting killed in a suicide bombing attack in Pakistan. So check this out.
Well, let's begin with that breaking news, the deadly suicide attack on a military training facility in Pakistan. NBC's Peter Alexander is in Islamabad with details. Peter, good morning.
Matt, good morning to you. This was just an awful early morning attack. At least 80 people are dead and more than 150 others wounded. This, as you noted, is the first major terrorist attack here since Navy SEALs killed Osama bin Laden now nearly 2 weeks ago. And this morning, the Pakistani Taliban claimed responsibility, saying the attack was in retaliation for bin Laden's death. It's the kind of violence Al-Qaeda warned would
Get this on
follow the death of
MSNBC.com.
Osama bin Laden. Two coordinated suicide bombings targeting Pakistani paramilitary recruits early this morning as they left a training center outside Peshawar in northwest Pakistan. The cadets had just completed their training and were about to begin a 10-day leave with their families. I saw my colleagues off, this soldier says. When I returned to my room, I heard a blast and we started collecting the dead and injured. Police say...
Horrible tragedy. We know this is going to happen. Obviously in Pakistan. We talked about this in previous shows. Those people are right where the terrorists are. In the United States, you don't see a lot of the Taliban just wandering around our streets. And that's a good thing, certainly. We've got to expect this is going to occur. Horrible news. You can check this out on MSNBC.com. A lot of the other news organizations are reporting about that this morning. Terrible tragedy in Pakistan. And just further proof that we really have to... This is going to be an endless fight. I mean, well, when the world ends, we'll all know how it shakes out, won't we? Speaking of the world ending, Ron Paul's running for president. No. That's not the tie-in I was looking for. However, I am going to go ahead and report like they are on CNN and USA Today and some other places that Ron Paul is throwing his hat in the race for the president in 2012. I mentioned before on this show, Ron Paul is a guy to watch. He's a feisty little guy, and I kind of like him. So I'll definitely be watching and listening to what Ron Paul has to say. I think he's a very intelligent guy, sort of like has that libertarian or independent type of flavor, which I happen to like. I don't know about you. But that's a great thing about the United States. Now, with that, let me say something really quick. We do have to pull it together from a voter standpoint. Everybody out there who can hear my voice, see my face, hey, listen, the United States... we got to get out there and vote and elect some competent officials. Really got to be careful with the Republicans and Democrats. It's become all about big money, big corporate stuff. It's everywhere. So listen, we the people have got to be more educated about how we vote. So I guess that's kind of why I do what I do, and I stick to the news so much. But anyway... Ron Paul is in there. Now, there's something on CNN.com here that I wanted to get to, but I guess okay. It often changes from the moment. Anyway, never mind. Never mind. From CNN.com and USA Today, there was something else on CNN, but I see that it's gone now. Why can't I find it? Ugh, I'm so uptight. Anyway, my apologies. Let's just move on. We'll get away from CNN and USA Today because it appears to be confusing me. But I need to move along quickly today and get out of here, so I'm going to skip right over. I'm going to skip over local news. I'll try to see if I can put something together for that. I've got to be somewhere this morning. Got houses to sell you. After all, this is the Manufactured Home Show, and everything that I do is manufactured home related. Quickly, this is good news coming out of the industry. I like this. Quick blurb of good news. This is coming from mobilehome.com, and this says KBS to reopen modular home plant. And this website is mainbiz.biz. Okay. Now, modular home manufacturers KBS Building Systems plans to reopen its Waterford plant on May 16th, putting 45 people back to work. The Western Maine Company in December shuttered the plant for the winter, temporarily laying off 25 workers and transferring another 20 to its Paris headquarters. Jerry McCormick, head of KBS's Retail Home Center, announced the restart yesterday and said 45 people will be hired to start off. And there's a fuller story available on mobilehome.com, but I really want to congratulate those folks. It's always wonderful to hear people going back to work, particularly in our industry. So props to those guys. Way to go, KBS. We'll give them the golf clap of the day. And I'm out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry it had to be a very fast webcast. We'll resume with some different things, maybe over the weekend, but definitely for Monday, we'll look to be back in the live show with a different webcam. Definitely. Got to take that back. Anyway, let's before we break, look at that. Oh. The webcam. Oh, sorry about that. You okay, buddy? You look a little uptight. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, see, now you permanently just stay like that. There, that's what you get. All right, enough of the craziness. Join us next week. We got to go. ManufacturedHomeMart.com, our proud sponsor, the premier online store for manufactured housing. Thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.